Hi folks, Florida Man here, bringing you my most important and impactful strategic maxim yet. And this is a particularly important strategic maxim to keep in mind as Easter comes around. What would Jesus do? I know diplomacy has a reputation as a game of treachery and deceit, created for backstabbers and manipulators with bad people in mind. Diplomacy has a negative reputation as a morally reprehensible game that ruins friendships and destroys relationships and the ability to ever feel trust again between the players. But I would urge you to rethink that reputation. Diplomacy is not about betrayal. It is not about backstabbing. No. Diplomacy is really about sacrificing yourself for your allies' benefit, and even sometimes your enemies. You have to remember that Jesus believed in turning the other cheek. If you turn the other cheek often enough, the other players will stop spanking you and learn to respect you. Eventually, it may take time, but we are not looking at the surface level of the diplomacy game here. We're playing a deeper game. We must remember also that the Bible says a rich man is not going to have an easy time getting to heaven. He'd have an easier time getting a camel through the eye of a needle or something. For our purposes, that includes a man or woman who is rich in supply centers. It also goes against this theory of the game to covet thy neighbor's supply centers. You want to leave those supply centers alone. Let that neighbor have as many of your supply centers as they need. You want to be open-handed. I believe Jesus said to give up everything you have and follow me. In diplomacy, the true secret way of winning the game is to give up everything you have to follow Jesus's method in this game. In conclusion, dear viewers, I just admonish you, give up everything you have. Follow the true path of diplomacy, as Jesus is probably playing it up in heaven as we speak. Because truly, this game is a game of faith, of loyalty, of friendship and camaraderie, of sharing the joys and sharing the wealth that you have with your fellows, being charitable and good. And I hope you've enjoyed a happy April 1st.